You guys are watching the coverage for the semifinals of the Battle of Oxcross featuring Stark Fealty versus Targaryen, Lords of the Crossing.
On the left, we have Kevin, our best Stark player for the day. And we have Jem on the right using his trusty Targaryen deck, who is also the best Targaryen for that day.
Oh, where are our manners? My name is Dan.
My name is Kenny.
And this is the second time we've been doing this.
Yeah. If you've been following our YouTube channel, our first coverage was during the Noble Cause, our 2015 sort of unofficial national championship, and now we are at our second time.
Yep. This is the Battle of Oxcross once again at ToyCon PH 2016.
This was at June 12, 2016, Independence Day for the Philippines, and ToyCon was a 3-day affair. This happened during the last day.
Yeah, crazy enough, while people were celebrating Independence Day, we were busy playing card games about medieval fantasy.
Alright, so we're watching them shuffle their decks, Mulligan picking out their setup cards, while we see Kevin with his, what's this, Greywind or Shaggy Dog Mystery Mini?
I think he said it's Shaggy Dog.
Yeah, and Jem with all of his Targaryen stuff, aka his Targaryen deck box, his Targaryen sleeves, his Targaryen resin house card, which I think he got signed.
He did, yeah.
With Eric Lang.
He was present at the event.
Yeah, he was there all 3 days. Awesome guy, lots of banter. Really, really fun guy all around.
He was game to do anything we asked him to do. He, at the end of the tournament, crowned the winner with that very crown you see at the top 4 table.
Yeah. He was just game to sign anything. I think he signed more than any course that we've seen.
Yeah.
Any number of courses we've seen. Jem bringing out his trusty Targaryen tokens, which I have no idea where he got, but they look really nice.
They look DIY, like he actually put the time in to make these for himself.
Exactly. Now, we're seeing them draw their 7. I know Jem's counting his deck.
Okay, I thought he was actually counting. That looked more than 7.
Yeah. And then, if you look at the other table, we have our other semifinalists. Lex on blue and Ace with his Straw Pirate shirt.
From One Piece.
Both of them are actually pretty new players.
They're all from the same play group, and they've been on, short to say, a rampage recently.
Yeah, they've only been to 2 tournaments. This is the second, and they both got top 4.
Crazy.
But we'll go there later. There'll be... One of them will, of course, be in the finals.
Yes.
And so we'll focus on these 2 gentlemen right here. Kevin has been playing Stark ever since. It's his favorite house. Jem has been playing Targaryen ever since the course. I have never seen him play any other house.
That's true. Which is weird. But speaking of playing houses, funnily enough, Kenny and I played at this very tournament, and we switched houses at the last minute, meaning Kenny played Baratheon.
And of course, Dan played my Lannisters.
It's crazy. We were just testing the night before. It's like, you know what? Our decks are not acting the way they should. Let's just switch. Which was a bad idea.
We both went 2-2. And we did not make the cut, unfortunately.
Well, I guess, it was just the gods' way of saying, you guys do your job and organize.
Alright, now they've drawn their hands and now picking their setup. Kevin goes for a mulligan.
And we see a fade where they finally get their final hands, I think.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Okay. So, Kevin shows his Bran, Catelyn Stark, and what do you call this? Winterfell Kennel Master.
That's a perfect 8 right there.
Yep. Jem has his Magister Illyrio, Targaryen Loyalist.
Yes.
And Viserys. Right.
Yes.
Viserys. That's 7 gold.
Nope, you got a King's Road too.
Oh, there we go. That's 8.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I think here is for Kevin, if he can protect Catelyn Stark, that is going to be super good for him.
Oh yeah,
Of course, Catelyn can just shut down Dracarys.
All of the tricks.
Can shut down Miri. Catelyn has all of the icons that Miri has. And if Kevin gets his Winterfell going, that's gonna be great.
Oh, here we go. Heads on spikes. First plot for Gem.
Versus Noble Cause for Kevin, which means he is holding something good in his
He is
hand.
holding a lord or a lady.
In his hand.
Let's see.
Yes. So let's see what he gets.
Essentially a free intrigue challenge. Before the challenges phase, what does he pull? Kill this one.
There we go.
Here we go.
Kevin looking at the card.
Poker style. Oh!
Kevin slams down his dead Jon Snow.
Oh man, he knew nothing.
So, Jon Snow has been a very surprising card. Nobody ran it, I think, when the Wolves box came out. But now, I think all of the top start decks run 2 to 3 copies of him. More often 3 rather than 2. So, him out of the game is gonna be a bit tough for Kevin.
I'm part of the latter. Like, I believe that 2 Jon Snow is what I would play personally. Here we go. Fast Eddie hitting the board.
And 1 gold to pay for Lady on Cat, which, of course, protects Cat from the infamous Crown of Gold.
Yes! Good call.
And duping Lady.
Yes.
So even Viserys cannot hit Lady. So I think that's a very good play for Kevin. He just protects Catelyn right off the bat. Doesn't care if his board suffers because Cat will, I think, pull a lot of weight in this game.
I love how Heads on Spikes is in Gem's deck because, as you can see, Targaryen Lords is a very rushy deck.
Yeah, you just really want to close the game out in like 3-4 plots.
And having Heads on Spikes as an opener or a closer just ensures that 2 power is coming near your house when you need it.
Exactly. And now, Gem has a measly 4 gold, but he has his King's Road.
And that reducer.
Exactly, so he has around 8 gold.
That's a
Play
solid economy base.
Gem has had a great run today. I think nobody expected Mirri Maz Dur in a solo Targ deck. So it really just surprised everyone. I faced him. I thought I could beat a solo Targ deck, but Mirri just killed all of my guys.
There's a lot of surprises in a solo Targ deck, especially in a Lord's deck instead of a Fealty deck, because you can shoe in as much neutral cards as you want.
Exactly.
And as you need.
Exactly.
And I think that shores up the weaknesses that a solo Targ deck has.
Yeah. So we see Gem sacrificing his King's Road for his Drogon. Still has 4 gold. Plays an Iluguros estate.
That's his house.
Yes.
Over there.
Thinking about what to do.
4 gold is a lot to leave.
Yep. Kevin just shuffling his hand. I think I saw another Winterfell Canal Master and Shaggy Dog there. Gem plays a Handmaiden.
Is this the right move, kneeling the Chud and spending your real money? Don't you think he should have knelt there? There you go, okay.
Estate.
He must be calling on something else.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gem thinking about it. That 1 power or 1 strength power intrigue icon helps a lot in a Lord of the Crossing deck. Because you can just throw away your first challenge.
Yeah.
Then just use the Handmaiden immediately to stand something else.
Yeah, but you know what? I personally don't like it when you throw the first challenge. I think there should at least be some power behind it. I mean, some strength behind it.
Yeah.
Here we go, going into challenges phase.
Gem holding back 3 gold. So that is a lot. Cat goes for an intrigue. Of course, Gem cannot even try to burn Cat. And we see Kevin pulling out a funeral pyre.
I think that's good, because Gem's plan is to kill some lords and ladies.
Yeah. And even Bran is his only target right now, and with funeral pyre out of the way, I think Gem is gonna have a rougher time here.
Here we go, Kennel Master coming in for a power challenge, all alone.
Just wants to get some unopposed power here, which I think is, I'm not sure if that's the right play.
I think he's just trying to get as much beats as he can, you know, just a little bit of pressure.
Oh, wait. Gem has 2 power from Heads and Spikes.
He does.
That's why. That's why he's going for a 1 strength power challenge.
And regardless, that's still something he has to think about.
Yeah. Now, Gem thinking about defending with Illyrio, maybe? It's 1 strength. Kevin is at 1 power, no gold left. So he cannot use Winterfell Kenno Master's ability to defend.
There you go. He forces the block.
Gem defends with 2 of his characters, both 1 strength. So they beat the Kenno Master. That's a nice offensive move from Kevin.
He just forced it. Huh. Fast Eddie staying in.
Let's see, this is probably an intrigue challenge by Illyrio.
He's got 3 strength because of the Lords.
Valerio will probably stand and make another power challenge. Oh, now we see Arya's Gift.
Here we go.
Arya's Gift is a non-loyal event, Stark event. Costs 0 gold. You may move an attachment from a from a star character to another star character you control.
Here we go. He pulls out a Jon Snow.
Another Jon Snow.
That's pretty good.
So I remember standing behind Kevin here and seeing that he had 2 Jon Snows
In his opening hand. Yeah.
So more likely than not, the Jon Snow is gonna get hit by the Heads and Spikes either way.
One way or another, it's true.
Yeah.
Here we go. Declaring the stand.
There's a stand. Goes in for a power challenge, and I'm not sure that is the right play,
I wonder if...
because Fast Eddie can just block and give 2 power for 2 power for Kevin.
Yeah,
He
that's
also
true.
has Bran.
But here's the thing. If Jem comes in for a military with Drogon, which I think he will, for 6 strength, you know, Kevin has to give up that Kennel Master.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
And that's just gonna lead to turn 2 March, most likely.
Which will give up...
Bran.
Correct. But, you know...
So there's a lot of weight to this challenge.
Yes.
So not sure what's in their hands, so there must be something that's happening there.
I wonder if Kevin's gonna accept this. And he does. He just did
does.
exactly what we said he would.
Kevin defends. And Kevin will pick up 2 power from that challenge. Kevin now is at 3 power. Jem is at 2. Drogon just goes in for a challenge, unopposed, and Lord of the Crossing power. Jem is at 4.
Exactly, claiming that Kennel Master. Goodbye.
Jem wins dominance with his long 1 gold. So that's a lot of power in 1 turn. A lot of power exchange in 1 turn. That is now 5. So now, I think March is a nice play, especially given a lot of cards from Jem's side of the board. But still a risky play since you won't get another chance to get rid of maybe Fast Eddie or even Catelyn.
Yeah, he's gonna drop Chuds as fast as he could.
Kevin here, I think, needs to go first so he can move Lady on Cat once again to protect her from the Crown of Gold. Because if Jem goes first here, he does have a chance to crown Cat.
I don't think that's what Kevin is thinking. He just went Pentoshi. He's just like, I'm gonna drop all these dudes.
Yeah, and of course Jem just does his march.
Bran is down, and here we go. He gets rid of the lady dude.
Lady do. Okay, so not sure who goes first, but we know that a lot of cards are gonna drop this turn.
Alright, I think Jem says, Kevin, you go first. Here we go, Jem counting up his gold. He's getting 10 for the turn. It's crazy though how trading with the Pentoshi has given our meta a back and forth swing.
Yeah.
Meaning, you can go either way. You could go the post-wildfire way or the pre-wildfire way. Meaning, when I was in the States for a month, there was a time when the Pentoshi into Wildfire play was so rampant, I was like, why do I still fall for this? Why do I still fall for this? And do you think this is what's gonna happen?
I don't think any deck runs Wildfire right now, the both of them. And I don't think Gem has Wildfire. And Gem is probably gonna go wide this turn as well.
You know what? I think every deck can still use Wildfire.
Yeah, but it is, I believe, more of a build around card in second edition rather than in first.
Rather than just an on-around answer.
Yeah. So it must have a purpose rather than just a board reset. So Kevin just drops his whole hand, gives Greywind a second Kennel Master, Shaggy Dog, and a Reducer. Kevin, I think, does not have any cards left in his hand.
I like that first player Greywind. That's a lot. That does a lot.
Yeah, it just gives ability to...
Oh my lord.
And speaking of abilities, we have one of the most hated abilities right now. Miri Mazdur, a 7-cost Targaryen character, which, if she wins a challenge alone by the time of claim, she can just kill any character by herself.
She's non-loyal, and she works on the offense. Here we go. Military challenge initiated by Kevin. The dogs have been released.
Who let the dogs out?
He did.
Apparently, Kevin did.
So you got Shaggy Dog and Greywind coming in. That is 7. Yeah, 7 strength military. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna kneel that.
Wow. Wow, I did not see that play. Apparently, Kevin used the Intimidate on Greywind to kneel Miri Mazdur, which just locks down his board this turn.
But a Nightmares on Cat.
We have Nightmares on Cat, which blanks her text box. That is another way to kill Catelyn.
Good question. I think he's dracking her. I think that's what's happening.
Probably. So if I were Kevin, I would not move Cat this turn. Kennelmaster comes in for a power challenge. Kevin still has 1 gold to play around with Lady.
That's true. So Cat is safe.
True.
Would you have done that? Would you have hit the Nightmares this early to try to drac it, or would you have just put the pressure on and stand Miri? That's another option I had.
I would probably just... I would stand Miri.
Right. We don't know what's in Gem's hand, though, so he might have a plan.
The scariest Targaryen players are the Targaryen players with cards in hand. And 2 gold. And a Standing Dragon.
Several gold and Standing Dragons.
I think a lot of decks right now, Targaryen decks, don't run Nightmares. I think they underestimate the power of Nightmares. But Gem here, I think, was the only Targaryen player that had Nightmares in his deck. And it really pulled a lot of weight. I faced him. He pulled Nightmares on my Robert Baratheon. It could not intimidate Miri, so just wrecked me from the first turn going forward. And Nightmares right now is also pulling its weight versus Catelyn. Can also blank Winterfell. That's one of the more common uses right now.
Here we go.
Gem defends the power challenge with his Illyrio. He does not have enough gold to stand any of his characters. Oh, that's interesting.
What I'm liking here is the pressure that Kevin is giving. I mean, that Kennel Master has effectively knelt so much more strength than it has.
Yeah.
And I think that's a certain kind of advantage.
Yeah, especially with Lady and a gold lying around. Apparently, the answer to Targaryen is just having a standing character with a Lady and 1 gold.
Or Catelyn Stark.
Yep.
Or Winterfell.
Or just get both.
Or just playing Stark. Playing Stark is the answer to a lot of decks in the meta today.
Yeah. So, wait. I think Gem went in for an intrigue challenge with Illyrio. He did not defend the power challenge.
He just let it go.
Yeah, because I saw him getting power for that challenge, and Kevin saying he does not have any cards in hand. Gem right now going for his second challenge, a power challenge with the Handmaiden. Kevin pays 1 gold to move Lady to Lady Cat and defends with both. So we have a 12 strength block from a 1 strength challenge.
No. Not even a 1 strength.
That's a 1 strength challenge. That's a second challenge.
Oh, okay.
But that gives him
The
2
free
power. Yep. And no way to put a Dracarys on Cat.
And he
Drogon,
wins
of course, just
dominance.
wins his second challenge.
And he wins dominance
game.
again.
Gem racking up fairly nice of power, but Fast Eddie just pulling its weight. just
Even
giving
on the defense.
Yes, just giving so much power. I think a lot of players underestimate Fast Eddie on defense. They just give throwaway challenges and the Fast Eddie player just blocks it. I
They
think-
forget that, Honorable Ned is on the other side.
Yeah, so I think that is one of the mistakes right now. There we go. So we have calling the banners for the start player and confiscation for the Targaryen player.
Last time we checked, Kevin had no cards in hand.
Yep.
What do you think he plans to do with that money? Just go off the top?
Yeah, now he does not have anything but the top deck. And with confiscation, he does not even have a chance to play around with his gold.
Alright, Lord Rickon coming down with nothing else, just a lot of money.
Kevin just gets a lot of money. Top decks, the one card you do not want to see this turn.
There are a lot of more cards I wouldn't want to see this turn. Like 2 Rose Roads. But this is okay.
It's a chud at the very least. So I think the game is starting to swing into Gem's favor.
But I think Jem is in trouble because he doesn't have any military icons. Just that 1 dragon.
Just 1 dragon.
That's not enough, I think. That's not enough.
True.
Sitting down on that side of the table, staring down all of the wolves and Fast Eddie.
That is true. With Intimidate and a lot of military strength from the start player, it's gonna be a bit of a problem.
And I like how Kevin, winning initiative this turn, says, no, I want to go first. Again.
Yeah, just wants to capitalize on that Intimidate, because if Drogon defends it, does not have any other icons, but always remember that Gem has his Illyrio, which can just stand anything that gets intimidated.
And Miri Mazdur too.
Exactly.
I guess his lack of military, just makes up in pressure through Miri.
Yep.
Here we go. Figuring it out. Oh my lord! I didn't notice. Shaggy Dog is here. Rickon is big.
Oh yes.
Rickon is big.
So I take back what I said. It is a nice card to see right now.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
But there we go. Gem does not marshal anything and plays a Dracarys on Greywind.
Greywind just got burned.
That takes care of the Intimidate problem.
That's pretty flavorful though. I like that. That was flavorful for me.
There we go. Rickon is still in the challenge. 3 strength. Drogon defends. So
Drogon did not defend.
yeah, for Dracarys.
Yep, he just lets it go and claims the dupe.
Silly me. Let's see.
This is still very dangerous though.
Yep.
Miri is still there and he pays, yep, I'll pay 2 to stand him.
So pays 2 to stand Drogon.
Here is my dilemma. I think Gem wasted a Nightmares last turn.
Yeah,
That was a wasted Nightmares, I think.
I think so too.
The question is, does he have another one so that he can push in for Miri?
Exactly.
You don't want that Fast Eddie dying on you.
Yeah. I think that is a mistake. I think he could have waited for this turn to go in with Miri on the intrigue.
And then potentially Drac the...
Nightmares Cat before going into intrigue, because always remember, you cannot use Nightmares when Cat defends.
Or unless you had the initiative, because after you declare attackers, there's an action window,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but either way, that wouldn't matter.
Yeah. You just have to do it the right order. Here we go.
Yep. That is a power challenge.
Once again,
Shaggy Dog comes in. thanks to the Kettle Master.
Kenno Master's a boss right now. This is the third time this turn that he has, you know, tried to kneel or claim more than he's supposed to. And once again, Fast Eddie and his waifu stays home to defend.
Jem thinking about his challenges. Lots of intrigue pressure from the Targ player, and the Stark player's lack of intrigue icon is really starting to show. No cards in hand versus Jem,
Who has several, I think.
most likely.
Oh, one card, just looking at it.
Shows his one card, thinking about it. Does not
Unopposed
defend.
claim, it was frozen solid.
Gets a frozen solid, which does nothing right now, but is an absolute bomb in certain matchups.
I like that frozen solid as a 1-of or a 2-of.
Yeah,
Mostly a 1-of.
I usually play it with 2 copies.
Oh, you do? You go double frozen
Yep.
solid, huh? Oh, here we go.
Jem just goes in for the challenge with Miri. Does not get anything off. I think that was a mistake for the third challenge.
And
And gives the dominance to Kevin as well.
Kevin won that round, though.
Yep. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Jem should not have challenged with Miri.
He should have challenged Miri on intrigue, though, I think. At least he could have won.
Most likely, yes. Should have done that.
Yeah,
But,
and Fast Eddie couldn't have just said, "Oh no, I
yeah.
wanna gain more power for us." But nope, here we
That
go.
was a mistake because either way you would not win that challenge.
Plot 4 on the wings. Kevin looks like he's stacking up a lot of power, and Jem just has that one military icon. Oh,
Yep. Kevin has 12 power right now, I think, counting.
crazy.
Jem shows his 2-claim plot. The Long Winter gives him 2 initiative versus the Stark player's 5 with Wardens of the North. Their Stark loyal plot, which I believe got the most votes for the best house specific plot. There was a poll in Card Game DB a few days back. I believe a lot of players voted for this card as the best house specific plot.
You know what makes it the best for me?
What?
It's numbers.
Yeah, just getting 5 initiative, 5 gold is so good.
If you're gonna ask me which is the best for its effect,
Yep,
long plan.
of course, but
Long plan, just the text that says you keep your gold just swings so
yeah,
hard.
especially in this game with a lot of economy. We see Kevin putting up King's Road and using it to get Blackfish, which is just renown. And you know, in this point of the game, you're at 11 power. You just need
yeah.
all of the renown to
Yeah,
close it
something
out.
tells me he can just come in and just take it with these characters on board. But you're still in danger. He still has money and he has a standing dragon. Blackfish has 4 strength.
Yep. We see Jem putting out the Khal Drogo, which gives a lot of military pressure, especially this turn where you have to claim. I think if Kevin does not win this turn, I think that's gonna be a lot of pressure.
Oh, Viserion coming in. And we jump into challenges right now. And you see,
Kevin just going all in with a power challenge.
yep, he says this, and this come in. And just letting Shaggy Dog chill on the outside with either the plot or the Kennel Master able to call him in
Yep.
to just add to the strength. Here we go.
4 power, I think that is a win. Renown on Eddie, Renown, and then Reaction and Acclaim. I think that's 4 power.
How he put the 4 power right there on his mat. He's like, yep, this is what I want to get.
Yep, you get 2 power from Eddie, 1 power on Blackfish's Renown, and 1 power on the Claim. That's 4 power. That's GG.
Spot on. Gem here just counting.
Gem does not have a Nightmares for Fast Eddie, and you have Cat's Blank effect.
Let's
So,
count strength right now. On Gem side, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17.
17, we have 6, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18 with Shaggy Dog.
Exactly. I think they have the math down.
Yep.
And at this point, there's no chance to Dracarys because Kate's here.
That's just there. The other game just finished up. We saw the handshake, and I do believe we are gonna see the handshake here in a couple of moments.
Yep, because there's nothing in Targ's arsenal that could possibly save him.
Yep, Gem cannot do anything right now. That is the handshake. So we see Kevin moving on to the finals with his trusty Stark Fealty deck, which will face... We will find out next video.
Alright, see you guys.